This one is very much about being mindful. Mindful of what's around, of the noises you can hear. What noises can you hear, Indy?
Rabbit sound.
No, you got to listen. I can hear lots of birds. Can you hear lots of birds? No.
Yeah.
And this is a prime example. When you're not stopping to listen, you may be hearing things but not really taking them in, so that the noise just becomes background noise, whereas this is really about being mindful of everything you can hear in your environment. It's a really good one to try in your own garden or while you're out walking. Just be mindful of the sounds you hear around you, and it's just such a beautiful meditation. I'm back again. So it doesn't have to be long, and now I think one of my neighbours is doing some work in the garden. It's typical. Here we go. But really it's something for you to take away and try in your own time, in your own space, to use any time of the day. Even indoors, it's nice to really take note of what's happening around you and being mindful of sound. You can do it while listening to a piece of music, really listening to the different instruments that make up the whole sound of the piece of music, and trying to pick out what instruments you can hear, the voice of the artist, and not just concentrating on lyrics or the bass, but really picking it apart and being mindful of all the elements that make up the whole. And this is just such a beautiful activity to do. Got Indiana filling up a wheelbarrow there. So a great way to start is obviously with your breathing. That's how we start all meditations. It is the key to really moving deeply within, is to start by concentrating on your breath. So it's best if you can sit up straight, close your eyes, get in a comfortable position. If you feel like you need to get a bit more grounded, then I'd recommend putting your feet on the grass or the floor, wherever you are. Straight down and really root into the earth to get that grounded feeling. Now I need to ground myself very regularly, and there's many ways to do this. Gardening is one of them, getting your hands in the earth, walking barefoot on the earth. There's loads of ways. It's about really getting grounded with nature and rooted within the earth. Whereas I tend to be quite a dreamy, floaty person who lives somewhere up here in the sky. So I often have to pull myself back down and stay grounded. Okay, so my feet are rooted, and I'm going to ask you to take 3 long, slow, deep breaths in. So start with 1, all the way down into your tummy. Really feel your tummy expanding with the air. Hold it for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a slow breath out. And then you can go straight into another one, or you can hold. And then a deep breath in. So there's several different ways. I mean, there's billions of different ways you can breathe, and I think it's different ways of using your breath works for different people and for different things. So it's something that you definitely want to experiment with and see what feels good for you. Anyway, so just concentrate on taking your 3 deep breaths is good to start with, and then just follow the breath and let it return to a normal flow of breath inward and outward. If you feel you're still not quite relaxed enough, then by all means carry on with the deeper breaths until you're feeling in a more relaxed state, and then just let your mind go and start to really listen to everything you can hear around you. So for example, I probably wouldn't be attempting to meditate right now with that little 2-year-old around me because it's impossible. Too much distraction. But you can really invite anything into your meditation space. So even if you do live in a particularly noisy area, say trains, cars, lots of people walking by, you can tell yourself that that is okay, and just to listen to those different sounds and really try and pick them out individually and become mindful of each one individually, and then listen to the whole picture, because more often than not you're just hearing all the noise meshed as one and not focusing in on any one sound. So it's just a really lovely activity to do, to pick out those different sounds. So right now, while they're around the corner, I can still hear Indiana wheeling the wheelbarrow and Rocky following her around. But I can also hear birds over this side. I just heard somebody kick a ball over there. I can hear children playing a couple of gardens along, a dog barking down the road, somebody just shut a car door. So you can pick out all the scenes of the story playing around you, and it's just a really nice way to sit in your own calm space, in your safe space, and be aware of the life happening around you. It's a beautiful way to be mindful, so give that a go. I was going to try. Hello, I'm back indoors now, so what I'm going to do is loop the bird song that I recorded in our garden earlier. So if you wanted to try some mindful meditation, some listening meditation to that, then you're more than welcome, and I'll loop a few minutes of that together for you coming next.